How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Brighton's transfer summer window and whether or not we made the right signings. Did we make enough signings? We'll be going through them all in this window, the ins and outs, which we save for another video. But be sure to leave a like on this upload, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and boys and girls, let's get into this. But before we do so, we've got to say one thing. As we normally do, we've got one football sponsor this video, so make sure you download the app, first link in the description. They are the best footballing app on the iOS and Android store, all for free. Make sure you download the app. The best footballing app. You want all your live scores: China, India, Belarus, England, Germany, Italy, Spain. If you want the scores, it's on the app. Make sure you download it, first thing in the description. Help me out and help you guys out too. Download the app, first thing in the description. Let's go on this video. So as mentioned in the video, I'll be releasing a video about the outs of Brighton in a separate video. But today we're going to be talking about the ins. Who have we brought into Brighton? What are we talking about right now? But not only the transfers into Brighton, we're also going to be talking about the contract. Who has signed a new contract for Brighton going into this season. And at the end of the video, we'll be ranking Brighton's transfer window as a whole out of 10. So be sure to stay and watch to the end of the video to see where I rank Brighton's transfer window. Now, if I'm to set a like goal, we're going to go with 225 likes. If you guys have smashed that, but I will bring brand new videos out very consistently very soon. Make sure you get liking. 225 likes. New upload coming away soon. Follow my social medias, and one thing I have not promoted yet is actually the channel membership, which I've just released. If you guys want to be a member of my channel, it costs you a few quid or so, but make sure you go into my channel, press the memberships and become a member and become the part of the Fusion Army. I know you guys want to. It comes with perks too, so make sure you read all the description, all that, etc. Be a part of the Fusion Army, and let's get on to the transfers Brighton have signed this summer. Come on, up the ticks. Let's go. Now, on my notes, the first player we have signed this transfer window was, in fact, Joel Veltman. We signed him from Ajax for £900,000. Now, if you put it into perspective, that's quite a lot of money. But if you look at it as a footballing perspective of money, it's not a lot whatsoever. We have signed a player who is very versatile. He can play centre-back, he can play left-back, he can play right-back, he can play CDM. He's a very defensive-minded player. He's an international of the Netherlands. He's a fantastic centre-back and obviously fantastic experience. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this signing. It's a very good signing. More depth into our squad in our defensive line, which we needed. So yeah, very happy with that one. Joel Veltman, welcome to Brighton. If you're watching this video, you'll do bits this season. Now, next we're going to be going to arguably our best signing this summer. I think you guys can already guess. He used to play for Southampton. He used to play for Liverpool. He has won a Champions League trophy. He has won a Premier League title. It is, of course, Adam Lallana. Welcome to Brighton, my friend. I'm honestly absolutely ecstatic with his signing. The experience he'll bring into Brighton, you know, he's very vocal. He's a very vocal player. He's a talented player at 32. A lot of people say he's very injury prone. However, you know, he may have got injured against Chelsea, but it wasn't a big one. He's obviously back into the starting 11 now, so I'm very happy with that. Great experience leading into the team, going into this season, so I'm very, very happy with his signing. I think all Brighton fans can agree with me. This is a fantastic one. We need the experience in our team. We signed a lot of young players, but on top of that, we need some experience, and this player in Adam Lallana is perfect for our squad. Now, I haven't bought the away shirt. I have not bought the third shirt, but Adam Lallana will definitely be on the back of one of my shirts this season. That's a guarantee. Now, the next player Brighton has signed is Andy Zakiri, and no, it's not Shaqiri, it's Zakiri. We signed him from some Switzerland club. He's a very talented striker. He's got a lot of goals from last season, which I'll be saying if I look at my sheets. He played 37 games and scored 22 goals, which for me, for a striker, as a season as a whole, to get to over 20 goals in a season is very, very good. Obviously, it's in the Switzerland league. It's not in the top end Bundesliga, La Liga, Ligue 1, Premier League. It's not on any of them leagues, but it's going to bring a different dimension to Brighton's attacking line. You know, a 6'1" striker, very talented, a different option going forward. He's a perfect striker Brighton do need, and I'll tell you what, for £3.6 million, it's an absolute steal. He's signed a 4-year contract with the club, so hopefully he's going to get a lot of game time for Brighton. Obviously, in the FA Cup, when the FA Cup doesn't come around in January, he should be playing a lot of games, and maybe in the Premier League, he might be straight into the Premier League squad, which will be interesting to see. But hopefully this season he does, you know, pick up a few goals. I'm really hopeful for him to progress with Brighton, and hopefully this is a good signing for Brighton going forward. Brings a different dimension as mentioned, so yeah, I'm looking forward to him. Now, I must say, the next player, I'm going to be struggling with pronunciation for this one, so please bear with me. So the next player Brighton signed is actually from Poland, and that is Michael Kabownik. One of the two, or maybe not even either of them. So, hey, we signed him. Regardless of the name, I apologize if I cannot pronounce names, but as you guys know, if you're a long-term viewer, I cannot pronounce names. It's literally, I can't do it. I'm too Brexit. I can't do it. We signed him for £4.9 million. He's 5'9", and he is 19 years old. So paying £5 million for a Polish left back, which he is, you know, it's quite a lot of money if you think about it. We've signed him from Legia Warsaw, which is obviously a Polish team. He's gone back out loan for the season, so hopefully he gets more experience with that club for the next year and comes back to Brighton and obviously starts in the starting 11 from next season and hopefully in the Premier League, which I'm very confident about. Now, the time of recording this video, last night he made his Poland debut and has actually picked up an assist, which is great. You know, on his full debut, he picked up an assist, which is great to see. I think one position Brighton do lack is actually the lack of fullbacks we have in our squad. So this is going to be a fantastic signing for Brighton, and going forward after his loan spell at Legia Warsaw, he's going to be fantastic coming back into Brighton's team. That signing as a whole, I'm very happy with. He's going to be a very experienced one coming back. Obviously, a 19-year-old. It's very young, but when he comes back 20 years old, hopefully he picks up the experience in Poland, and it'll be very promising going into next season. Now, the next signing Brighton have made in the transfer window was Jan-Paul Heck. Now, the only thing I've got written on my sheet is that he's a centre-back, and we signed him for £1.8 million. He's gone back out alone for the season, but he's very young, and I'll tell you what, I don't know too much about him, if I'm being honest with you, so we're going to be moving on to the next one, but this is one for the development side of things in the next few years. We all know that Brighton love to sign youngsters and especially progress his team in the years to come, and that's exactly what we've done with this signing. We have also signed another Polish international, and this is called Jacob Moda, one of the two, maybe not even either yet again. But we have signed him for £9.9 million. He's 21 years old, he's 6'3", and is very, very tall for a centre attacking mid. He can play in a variety of positions. He can play CDM. He's a box-to-box midfielder, so we can go in the number 10 role. We can sometimes play out wide. He can sometimes play out front. He's a very versatile player, which is great to see in going into our squad. If we're lacking a winger, he can play wing. If we're lacking a striker, we can play striker. If we're lacking a CDM, then we can play him CDM. You know, it's very, very good for us. This is another player as well as Michael Karbonik, where he actually made his full Polish debut, and he actually bagged an assist in that same game too. So both of them in the same game bagged an assist, and they've just signed for Brighton, so that shows a lot, which is very good for them both. He has also gone back out on loan for the club we have signed him from, so hopefully this season he picks up more experience, you know, brings up more talent going into the Premier League next season, and hopefully, I keep saying in the Premier League next season, but I really do hope we stay up. I don't want us to bottle it, because, you know, 4 games, lost 3, but to be fair, in every single game but Everton, we should have picked up some points. But as another player, I'm really happy Brighton have signed for this window. It's a very promising one for the future. He's 21 years old, and it's another youngster going forward into the future of our club. Oh my god, how am I meant to pronounce his name? The next player we've signed is Reda Kahadra. I don't really, to be honest, mate, I don't know. I'm sorry. We've signed him for an undisclosed fee from Borussia Dortmund, and when you're signing a player from Borussia Dortmund, and especially around that time when I generally thought Brighton signed a first team Borussia Dortmund player, when actually he's just for our under 23s. He's 19 years old, even though, if I'm being honest with you, he does not look 19 whatsoever. But from his first under 23 game at Brighton, he actually scored on his debut, and he actually looks really, really promising. He's got a lot of skill, a lot of pace, power, going down the line, cutting in, shoot. So, you know, this guy is actually a really promising one going forward. I think it's a great pickup of a buy from Borussia Dortmund, and hopefully in years to come, yet again, he can have a breakthrough in the first team. Now, our second to last signing we have made is Lars Dendoncke. To be honest, I haven't written much with this one. We signed him on a free. He's a Belgium youth international, and he's also the brother of the Wolves midfielder, Dendoncke, obviously. When you're signing a player from Belgium, you know you're going to get quality, and we all know that from, obviously, Leonardo Trossard. What a baller. Now, the final signing Brighton have made this window is, oh my god, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it's Ella. I'm going to just say this one word, Ella. Ulrich Ella. Ulrich Enemy Ella Nee. I think that's his full name. But we signed him for a free. He's for our under 23 squad, and yet again, he is for the future of this club. To be honest with you guys, I don't really know what else to say about this player, because I don't really know any more in detail information about this player we have signed. So we're going to be moving to the contracts. The players we have kept at Brighton are equally as big as signing players for our club. And now this one, to begin with, is the one we wanted to get hold of and stay at the club for the whole of this summer. And that is, of course, Lewis Dunk. He was reported to go to Chelsea this summer. To reject Chelsea and for Lewis Dunk to sign another contract for Brighton is huge. It's massive, and it shows his commitment for the club. He wants to be that captain leading his side into the Premier League for this season, and that is fantastic to see. You know, Lewis Dunk goes by example, signs that contract, and you know what? A lot of people in the squad will be inspired by that. If I'm being honest with you guys, and I think a lot of Brighton fans can agree with this, if Lewis Dunk went, I wouldn't blame him. You know, he wants to get into the England side, but instead he signed a new contract for Brighton and wants to do it through playing for Brighton, and I respect that much and so highly, to be honest with you. He's a highly rated centre-back who should be in the England squad. Now, I'm not sure how Maguire's in the England squad, but hey, life's full of dilemmas in there, especially Maguire being in the starting 11 for England. That's a very big dilemma, which I don't understand. But getting Lewis Dunk to sign a new contract for Brighton, staying at the club for another 5 years, it's absolutely huge. He's 28 years old right now, so when his contract expires, he'll be 33 years old. So obviously, you know, age is picking up on him, but hey, He's still a class centre-back. He's still Brighton's own. He started from the bottom and he's going to end at the top. Brighton Europa League next season. Now we're going to be moving on to another centre-back. And a lot of you guys know who I'm going to be talking about because this was one hugely talked about the whole of the transfer window until he signed a contract for Brighton. There was Leeds fans travelling down to the Amex to put posters around Brighton Stadium about free Ben White, let him come to Leeds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ben White is here to stay. Ben White scribbled his signature onto a paper and signed another deal for Brighton, which is absolutely huge going into the future. Graham Potter knew that is a vital part of our team going forward into the Brighton future, and especially as a Premier League club and establish ourselves as a Premier League side, so getting his signature is absolutely huge. If you didn't know, Liverpool were inquiring about him. Man City, Arsenal, everyone of the top 6 side were inquiring about Ben White and whether or not he could get his signature and price for Ben White to join obviously one of their clubs. I think the funniest thing about this all was actually Leeds fans travelling down to the Amex to actually put posters and their actual Leeds shirts outside the Amex Stadium to try and get Ben White to sign for Leeds. But clearly enough, he didn't love you enough to move. So there you go. He's a Brighton player. Up the ticks. Moving on to the next one, and that is Aaron Connolly. That is a fantastic signature we did pick up because a few sides were actually looking for inquiries to sign Aaron Connolly. He's a very talented youngster. He's 20 years old as a striker. He's a very good player, and he may not score all the goals, but he does a lot of the work off the ball and provide assists for Morpay. Morpay and Connolly work very, very well together, and obviously Graham Potter has seen that in his sign and is very happy with Connolly's progress, so he's signed a contract. Brighton for another 4 or 5 years, which is fantastic to see. And Aaron Connolly, mate, I wish you all the best for the Brighton future in years to come for you, mate. On the 30th of July, Alzate signed a new contract, who was another promising youngster coming through the ranks of our squad and going up in the ranks and obviously being in our first team now. He's a fantastic player. He's probably one of our best technical players at Brighton. He's only 22 or 23 years old. He's got bags of talent in the years to come. You guys just watch the name, Alzate. Guys, if there's one player to watch out for Alzate. I mean, I could say Lamptey too, but I mean, for the contracts wise, Alzate. He's going to be a baller for the years to come, so keep an eye out on his name. Quality guy. But ladies and gentlemen, that goes my notes. It's all wrapped up, and this video is all wrapped up too because I've got no more talking points. Brighton made no more signings, and now it's time to rank Brighton's summer transfer window. If I'm looking at it as a whole here, I don't think we brought in as many players and as much quality as pretty Brighton fans would have liked. Yes, we brought in a striker, but I feel like Brighton wanted that really big striker. We wanted to make that big signing from a striker-wise, like an Edouard, like a Watkins. You know, one of them 30, 20 million players. We can say, yes, this guy is going to kick on, start, and score goals. And, I mean, we didn't really get that, if I'm being honest with you. And we needed another wing-back, and obviously we signed a wing-back, but it's not for this season. We need more depth in our squad, and especially as the left wing-backs and right wing-backs, which didn't happen. But I think, overall, if you got to see it, it's got to be a 6 out of 10, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like we could have done a lot better, but if you got to see it as a whole from the first few games we've watched this season, we're playing very, very well. A lot of the players and most of the players and the whole team are gelling into this system very, very well. So it's great to see, and there's high hopes going for into this season. But I'm going to say a 6 out of 10. Brighton fans and neutral fans, what do you rate Brighton's transfer window? Please let me know in the comment section down below what you rate Brighton's transfer window. Is it good? Is it bad? Should we make new signings? Or overall, was our signings very, very poor? You guys tell me in the comment section down below. Please drop a like on this upload and download OneFootball. It's absolutely free. Press the first link and you'll be notified, and obviously downloading the app right on the spot. If you want to become a member of the channel, then there's obviously details about that in the description and obviously on my channel. Click the memberships, press join, and you'll be obviously on the page of obviously buying a membership to become a member of my channel. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. On the road to 21,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit that red subscribe button and turn that grey. And without further ado, guys, please like, subscribe, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in another upload very, very soon. Goodbye, guys.